Hello designers and creatives, you're welcome to my YouTube design space. On today's video, we're going to be learning the interface of Snapseed. I'm going to be giving you an introduction to Snapseed and the tools in it that will help you be able to edit the same way you can edit with your complex app like Photoshop. So explore with me and then let's proceed and see what we can achieve. So this is the app we're going to be making use of for this particular tutorial, okay? And then if you don't have this app, you can go to Google Play Store and then search for Snapseed, download and install it into your smartphone. And after you have it download and install this particular app, then click on it and open it. Then you're going to see this interface. This is normal thing. So you're going to tap on anywhere on your screen or tap on the plus icon that you see there. So I'm going to click on that plus icon and then click on any of the image that I want to edit. You just have to bring it into your Snapseed like this, and then after this I'm going to go here. I'm going to introduce you first into the three major tools that you're going to be finding on your Snapseed. So they are at the bottom of your screen here, and then if you look there, you're going to see them. First of all, you have your style, you have your tools, and you have your export. Your style is these are the already made effects that you can see on your Snapseed. You can just click on it and it's already programmed, okay? But for me, I don't prefer it because this doesn't suit my taste. So I'm going to go back and then go to my tools. You are going to see all the tools that you can explore on your Snapseed, okay? And then here, the third one here is export. So after you are done editing your image or your design, to export it, you are going to go through this place and export your particular design that you have edited or designed with Snapseed. Okay, I'm going to show you at the end of this video tutorial. If you follow me to the end, you are going to see how you can actually be able to set up your Snapseed in such a way that it's going to give you the best image quality, okay, when you finally export it. Okay, let's proceed. And then first of all, let's explore the tools that we have on our Snapseed. The first tool we have here is Tone Image, right? Okay, Tone Image, you have details, you have curve, and then white balance. Let's take them one after the other and see what we can be able to achieve with our explanation. So our Tone Image, this is where you see your brightness, contrast, saturation, ambient light, highlight, shadows, and warmth. Okay, this is where I do most of my editing work. As a graphic designer, this is where I do most of my editing work because it gives me exactly the things that I need, okay, to boost my image quality and all of that. So when we are going into details in explaining some of these tools, we are going to see why I say this is very, very important if you want to boost your image quality using Snapseed. Okay, then after this, you are going to see where we have details. Okay, this place we are going to increase your image structure the way you want, but I prefer not to increase it to make it maximum. Okay, minimum like this is better, and then you can increase your sharpening as much as you want, but your structure must be minimized. Okay, and after this, you are going to see another tool that you call curve. Okay, here you are going to have 3 or 4 5 different tools under it. Okay, you are going to have your RGB, which is based on your red, green, and blue color combination. So here, if you are decreasing it, you're supposed to know that it's going to be decreasing the brightness of your image and all of that. If you increase it, the brightness will automatically increase because your RGB is the combination of the 3 major colors that forms a kind of primary colors for artists, I think. Okay, and then here you have the different color separation, and then if you are increasing it, you are going to be having green color, and then if you are decreasing it, you have the opposite of it, something like that. So I'm going to explore with us when we want to dive into a more detailed analysis of all of these tools. You are going to see how these tools can actually help you and how this thing can actually help you to correlate your pictures and your image. Okay, and then I hope you stick with me on this particular design space. Okay, here you are going to have your white balance, and for those of you that edit with our Photoshop before now, okay, you will believe with me that we have what we call white balance, and then we are going to go into more details later on. Okay, I'm going to show you, I'm just doing this video to show you that these things that you have on your Photoshop, you also have them on Snapseed. The problem is how to make use of them to achieve the best result. Okay, and this is what we are going to be looking at in our next couple of tutorials that is going to be coming on this particular design space. Now here you have your crop, and then I think I don't need to throw more light on that. Every one of us already know crop, so you can actually crop your image or crop your design or crop your photo on this particular space, on particular app here. So you can also rotate and then add perspective. Okay, for perspective you have different options. You can rotate here and you can scale and then you can also use free whatever. So for those of us that use Photoshop for manipulation and all of that, there are some parts you can actually use perspective. Yes, very well. Okay, if you know how to make use of it, you can actually create a photo manipulations using Snapseed. Okay, and we are going to see how these things are possible when we go into a more detailed analysis of these things. Okay, then for Selective here, there are things that I always do all the time whenever I'm editing with Snapseed. Okay, for Selective is a particular tool that you use, okay, in case you want to add some brightness, contrast and saturations to some certain part of your image. Okay, you can actually use this particular tool to do it. I'm going to show you how. Okay, just like I select it now, I'm going to tap on this particular point on this guy's image. So I'm going to use my 2 fingers to reduce the effects, and then now if I am going to increase the brightness, you discover that that particular spot has started adding some brightness to it. Okay, just like that. If I increase my brightness, my saturation, my contrast, just like that, those particular effects I'm applying will be for that certain particular point of the image. So just like that, let's see if something, just reason with me, if things like this is possible also on Photoshop, you know that this is also possible on Snapseed. Okay, Snapseed is just like a tool that you use on your smartphone to do the same thing that you can do with your Photoshop. Most of the things you can do, not everything actually, but most of the things that are primary, you can achieve them with your Snapseed. Okay, and then here you have your brush, and those of you that use Photoshop before, you will agree with me that there are things like this on your Photoshop, right? And then this tool will help you to use your brush to create a lightening effect on all of that and paint some certain image to create a 3D view. Okay, and then some of the blending modes that we can enjoy in this particular apps is your dodge and your bounce, then exposure, temperature and then saturation. So these are the limited ones that we are given opportunity to explore with this particular apps. So we are going to see later on how we can actually use these particular ones that we have here to achieve and what we are going to achieve with our smartphone. Okay, and then I told you that this tutorial is going to help you, and for those of us that are finding it difficult to explore complex app like Photoshop, you can actually see how you can use this particular app to achieve the same result you're going to achieve with your Photoshop. So okay, it's going to be a very good one. So after this, now you are going to have healing here. Okay, this is where you heal or remove some watermarks you have on any design or image. So I'm going to use this and remove this. You see now, let's go back and see again. So this is a watermark, let's say for instance, and this is the name of our YouTube channel, Create Videos in Paste. So I want to remove this watermark from this image, so I'm going to select it and then drag it this way. So it has removed and it's very clean. Okay, and then just like that, and then you zoom back and see, okay, this is before and then this is after. You can see the watermark is removed and you do not even see anything there. So these things are also possible on Photoshop, but I'm just going to I'm just showing you this so you know that this is also achievable using Snapseed. Okay, you also have your HDR. So this particular tool, you may not want to use it, but for those of you that are doing more advanced editing, you can actually explore these tools and see what you can achieve. Okay, and then you have your grammar glow. And then for this part, if you want to grow the brighter part of your image and add to grow into it, for instance, if I increase it, then you see that the growth of this guy has becoming more brighter and his face is adding more glow like this, just like that. And then here you can increase and decrease your saturation just like that and play around with these things and see. Okay, and then for me, the part of the kind of designs or the editing I want to achieve as a designer doesn't not necessarily need this kind of effect. Okay, but as a photo editor, you might actually need these things. So I'm giving you a hint or introduction to them so that you can actually explore them as much as you want. Then after this, you have a clone glow, and here you can actually have your mid tone, high tone, just like we have on Photoshop. And many people are asking questions: what is mid tone, what is high tone, what is low tone, and then just like that, how to protect shadows and highlights. And then we are going to see what these things mean. Okay, and then how you can actually use them to benefit yourself as a photo editor, as a smartphone designer, whatever you are doing. Okay, and you are going to see what you can actually explore with these tools and then achieve what others are already achieving with Photoshops. Okay, I'm not going to say that Photoshop is not needed again, but I'm going to tell you that for the fact that you don't have Photoshops now, you can actually do the same thing other people that are using Photoshop are doing. Okay, and this is why I'm creating this video tutorial, to help you know that it is possible. And then there are many things that we don't actually know, but they exist. Okay, we are going to have our grainy feel. Okay, this is where you add some grains, a grain like dust into your particular image. You may see this kind of image or design that has this kind of dust filter or effect on it, something like this. So this is how you can use this particular app to add it to your image. And then in case you're wondering, what if I don't need this effect on this guy's image, but I need it on the background? So I'm going to show you now briefly how to do that. So let's say, for instance, I apply this effect on this particular image, then I don't want this filter or this green, whatever, this sound effect to be on this guy. So I'm going to go back here. Let me go back again. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to tap on this here icon here at the top of my screen, and then tap on it. It's going to bring out these options for me, and I'm going to go and click on view edit. So now if I click on view edit, it's going to bring out all the filters, all the effects that I applied on this image. One of the filters that I applied on this image is grainy feel. Okay, I'm going to click on it. It's going to bring out 3 options for me. One of them is for deleting. So one of them is for deleting. This one is for brush, and then this one is for editing. Okay, I'm going to tap on the center icon there, and then here I'm going to click on this mask effect. So here I'm going to make sure that my grade whatever is reduced to 0 by tapping on this icon here. So now I'm going to start brushing out those parts in the image that I don't want this to be on. Let's say, for instance, this is what I actually want to do. So after this, now I'm going to click OK. Right, so you see that the filter effect is no more applied on these guys, but at the background of the image the filter effect is there. So this is just that. Okay, you can actually do the same thing on every effect that you apply. In case you applied an effect but you want it to be on a particular part of the design, not in the whole of the design, so you can do it, apply it, and then come here and then remove the effect on the part of the image that you don't want. So the next tool that we're going to be exploring on this particular space is Grunge. You see that if you click on Grunge, it's going to apply a kind of grunge effect on your photo, okay, or your design. Okay, for people that have been designing movie posters, you realize that if you're designing a kind of war movie posters or kind of scary movie posters, you discover that you need this kind of effect on your design. So in case you are going to be wondering what these tools are used for the bottom of my screen here, you see these tools. You can actually explore different kind of grunge, and then here you can tap here and then increase the brightness, contrast, and the saturation, this texture of your grunge, whatever. Okay, and then the intensity and whatever you have there. Okay, here you can actually increase the style, okay, and then add different kind of filter to it, and then let's see. Okay, but for me, I don't normally use it because I'm not based on movie poster designs. Okay, and then or anything you can talk about in photo editing. So after this, now you are going to have black and white. In case you want to turn your image or your design into black and white, you can actually use these tools. Or want to add noise to your design, you can actually use these tools as well. Then after this, you are going to have another tools that we call portrait. Okay, I'm going to tap on this tool. What these tools you use for is it will help you smooth your image. Okay, and then let's see what this is actually going to give us. So here we are going to have face spotlight. Okay, if I'm increasing it, it's going to brighten the face of that guy. Okay, add more light to it. So if I'm adding skin smoothing, it's going to smoothen that guy's face. Okay, for me, I don't like too much smoothing because it makes it look like it's an AI image. So this middle of this smoothing skin of about 13, about 50 of it is okay for me. So then you can actually increase the eye clarity or whatever. So here we are going to see, right? So for me, this is it before and then this is it after. You can see the effect is better. Okay, and then after this you are going to have head nose. You can actually use it to make the image add more smile or whatever. Okay, and then for here you can see, if I'm tapping on this, you can see the smile and focal length and then the pupil size, all of that. So but for me, I don't normally use it because it doesn't make my image look real. Okay, and then after this you are going to have your vintage, and then you are going to have your double exposure. And for people that are into photo manipulation, you know what double exposure is. So I'm going to, if I want to add double exposure to this image, so what I need is to tap on the bottom of my screen here. You are going to see where the right double exposure. So I'm going to click on it and then click on this tool. Click here to add the image I want to use as a double exposure. Okay, I'm going to go down here. Let's see if we are going to find any image you want to use as a double exposure, and then let's see. For instance, I want to use this. For instance, I'm going to tap on it. Here I have it, so I can drag it to this point, and then I'm going to check different blending modes that we are given opportunity to explore here. Then I can as well decrease the brightness, and just like that. And then here I'm going to tap OK. So I'm going to go back here and then use my brush tool to remove the filter in different parts that I think I don't need this effect to be on. So after this, now I'm going to just click OK. Now you can see it looks like the thumbnail that I placed on this place now is at the back of this guy. So this is how to create this kind of manipulation and whatever you want to do it on Snapseed. Okay, and then see what we have now. This is before and then this is after. It doesn't look like we place this image on this in front of this guy. Now it looks like the image is behind this guy. So this is how to achieve this kind of thing on Snapseed. So in case you want to add text, this is where you add your text. Okay, you just click on this and add your text to this. Then after this you have your frame. Okay, if you want to add something like frame to your design at the end of the day, so you can add your frames here. Apart from this, I promised us before that apart from all of this, I'm going to show you how you can get the best image quality exports on Snapseed. Okay, then if you look at this place, if you look at the top of your screen here, you are going to see where the three dots here are there. So you are going to tap on that three dots. You are going to click on setting. Okay, you can change your theme here to dark or white, so I prefer to keep it at white. Then you're going to see the image format and quality. You're going to tap on it here. You can click on JPEG 100% or JPEG whatever percent you want to use, but I prefer you keep it a PNG. Okay, if you first download your Snapseed, you are going to have it on JPEG 100%, but I'm promising you that this is not going to give you the best image quality. Okay, just keep it in JPEG PNG. Okay, and then go back, and that's all. Okay, what you need to do now is to click on export and then click on create. Click on this particular one here, that is export. Create a copy of your photo, change size, format and quality in setting menu. Okay, just click on it and then you will have your image saved with the best quality, just like you see it on your screen now. And then you have the best image quality with this. If this video is helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to give us a comment. Let's know how helpful this video is. See you guys next time. Goodbye from here. Namaste.